Stephen Shields Radio Show.
All right. Hello, Wisdomers. How are we today? I hope you're well right now. I'm just, oh shit, currently just going for a walk at the moment on just getting out of the house. And, you know, there are days in life where you have to get out of the house and just go for a walk and just get away from the office and go for a walk. So if you hear any traffic noise, I do apologize for that. I'll do my best to not let this get involved in the show too much here on the Stephen Shields Radio Show way in Sydney, Australia right now as I'm recording this. And now is a time for us as a society to really wake up and start living the future that we, basically need to live, our future of abundance, manifestation, prosperity, wealth, success. As I've shared my thoughts before about online dating, for instance, and dating apps. Now, the problem I have with these services is there's no spirituality involved in it, in dating apps, for instance. And I think it is pretty silly and stupid that, you know, you hear about, oh yeah, you can meet your soulmate in the harmony, etc., etc. And they're spending like thousands and thousands upon dollars on all this marketing just to scam money out of you. You know that? And so I'm thinking to myself, well, where is the spirituality involved in dating apps now? You know that? It's like, it's pretty much, oh yeah, you've got to go and pay in order to go and meet someone. Now, I've never been a clubbing man. I've never been a nightlife person. I've never been interested in the nightlife. I've always been interested in doing what Stephen likes doing. And it, it basically means getting out in nature, appreciating life, having gratitude in life as well. Because gratitude is the one spiritual practice that you need. It's pretty much the foundation of all spirituality as well. Now, but you look at it like this. I'm walking right now, and basically, I'm clearing my mind. I'm clearing my mind, body, and soul, right? I'm learning to just take a step back and take a break and just have the appreciation for what I've already achieved for 2023. You know that? Now, I see a future for the Stephen Shields radio show here. Like I said before, I'm so grateful for social audio and how much social audio has allowed me to basically broaden my horizons in the podcasting business at the same time. Now, just think about that. how social audio has had an impact on my life during the pandemic at the same time. You know that? I think that, you know, it's just amazing how technology has basically had a huge impact for our lives now. But there is always a downside to technology at the same time. Now, I was listening to the Billy Slater podcast yesterday about, social media now, and hello, hello, just saying hello to the horses. Horses are great animals. I was listening to Billy Slater's podcast, right? And I was saying about how social media has had such a huge impact on our lives today more than ever. It's just become too much, too overwhelming, I think. You know, and spirituality wise, the 2020 global coronavirus pandemic taught me to basically, I would say, wake up spiritually, because opportunities did come about for me in that time as well. And I mean it like this because I did see a positive aspect for me. That was an opportunity to help myself grow spiritually with personal development at the same time. You know that. Now, I could have decided to basically sit down all day and only just watch the news and let life get me down with depression. I apologize for the traffic, by the way, guys. I'm just walking. Um, because depression now is so huge in this industry, in the content creation industry. And you often wonder, well, how much more do we want as a society? Because if you get too greedy and you just want, well, then, you know, you're the one who's not going to be sleeping at night. Just think about that. Because there's too many people out there that just get so addicted to profit, especially during inflation times, when they just want, but then, they just get to the point where they grow too big, the company. And this happens to a lot of companies. The UFC, for instance, the WWE has just grown too big. You know, we see it now with class action lawsuits against the UFC. And Dana White should be held accountable, and it, you know, should start paying his MMA fighters a decent wage. Now, 20, 30 years ago, now this is why I'm passionate about this topic as a fighter, because I like fighting sports. I like boxing, right? It was a different world back then with the cost of living. Now, it seems to me these global corporations want to get so greedy, okay? They get too greedy and they just want to take, They don't want to care anymore, all right? And all they want to do is exploit their workers like McDonald's did. 15-minute wait just for a large fry. So clearly, I'm a spiritual person, but I think, why should I give money to these bastards? This is how I say it on this show. Because that's just unacceptable to be doing that, for starters. Because as a consumer, right, I was pissed off about that. To me, I would rather, just forget about giving anything to a fast food corporation. And have you noticed that the workers are exploited to the point where it's like one worker is pretty much doing the same work for two other employees, I noticed, at this particular McDonald's. All I could say to my listeners is forget them. Spend your money in small businesses. Keep small businesses open. Support your small businesses as much as we can. All right? Because our small businesses are in crisis now. You do realize that. Small businesses now have lost so much money since the pandemic hit in 2020, and it really is a shame. It really is a shame. It saddens me to the point where, because one day when small businesses are gone, you're going to be surrounded with KFC, McDonald's, you know, Pizza Hut, and all other fast food corporations. They're gonna, and what will happen is they will just start price scalping everything. So where is the spirituality there? Where is the spiritual practice there as well? I'll let you figure that one out, you know, because I just get to the point where I'm really, fed up of this going on. It's like I start my day, with my morning routine. I want to start my day on a positive note, right? I don't want to read the shit from the Daily Telegraph that the Rupert Murdoch's going on about, especially their NRL reporting, telling me and bragging on about how some idiot of a journalist thinks he knows what he's talking about and never played in his life. And that pisses me right off. You know that? That really pisses me off. That's the Daily Telegraph for you. It's where you decide to put your energy in the morning and determine your day with spirituality as well. Because having your spiritual practice is the way to go in life and be successful at the same time. I think that, like I said, having that gratitude and having that morning gratitude session, setting these 30-day, 100-day challenges have really helped me shift my mindset and get rid of all the negativity and all the crap in my life out there. You know that I think that we have to see it from 2 points of view at the same time. I think we need society needs to stop judging each other. I think, we need to live a life of peace, abundance, harmony, success at the same time. I think being a content creator as well, you need balance to what you definitely want to achieve. But like I said before, there is pretty much, so much crap out there in the media. And then you often wonder, well, why is there? Why is this going on? Do you ask yourself these questions of why? Questions are the answer in life. Questions determine your future for success and living that abundant lifestyle during, an economic crisis, for instance. Now, the way I view these issues of inflation is two ways. I could either whinge about, oh yeah, I'm paying GST for a cup of coffee and be all shitty about it, that, oh, you're giving that 10% goods and services tax back to the government. Or I can be thankful and appreciate that I am able to have a cup of coffee. I am able to keep the economy going. I am able to know that I am supporting small businesses in this time. Now, think about that. When we keep small businesses going, it's so much better for us as a society because without small businesses, where would we be? Think about that. Just think about that. Where are you going to be when there is no such thing as a small coffee shop anymore? Or your favorite cafe is closed? This is why I have gratitude to support small businesses. I was listening to Alan Jones last night about the Liberal Party of Australia, how the Australian Liberal Party has unfortunately gotten to the point in crisis. Because what has happened now in our nation, in our country, is that our Liberal Party say that they're a bunch of liberals, but really, are they following the liberal values of Australia? Just look at that. Are the Liberal parties in Australia keeping to their word and what they said they were going to do instead of supporting the Labor in secret? People now are questioning Dominic Perrottet's view to the state of New South Wales. Because realistically, it seems to me that him and Matt Keane are planning greeny sort of things with carbon emissions, okay, and in secret following climate change. In secrecy. It's a disappointment. Because a lot of this money that's handed out from the Territory government, it's borrowed money. It's from debt. Australia is in a lot of debt. And it's you, the taxpayer, will have to pay for it all. Now, if the One Nation, United Australia Party, Liberal Democrats, you know, Mike Katter's party, boys in Queensland, can get in the Parliament of New South Wales and stop stupid laws being passed, would make New South Wales a better place. Now, I am fed up with all these council jurisdictions going on, these LGAs. This LGA, that LGA, oh, this is my area, blah, blah, blah. I am sick and tired of it. Why in hell, to get donations from a charity, they cook up these stupid things, LGA bullshit, at the last minute because you're from a different area? Now, this happened to me with Sonic Healthcare. Sonic Healthcare is one of the worst healthcare providers in Australia. Okay? I'll tell you why. I went to book my vaccine with them for the Pfizer. This is 2021. Oh, you put all your information in the system. Okay? Yeah, it was confirmed that I was confirmed to get a vaccine. I turn up there. The nurse in the hazmat suit says, because you're from this jurisdiction in LGA, you have to go and get a coronavirus test. I wasn't told by Sonic Healthcare to get a coronavirus test. Now, ask the nurse this question. Was this you who made up this bullshit reason of this jurisdiction bullshit? Because I'm sick of it. You know that? I'm to the point I've had enough. LGA crap. Oh, because the government want to make excuses up with people and play political football with one another. You know. So why is that legal to do this to people? Is this supposed to be a charity? I'm not going to name it, by the way. That's decided all of a sudden, because we haven't heard from you, Stephen. Oh, because you're from a different LGA area. Nah, you got to get services near there. For what? You never told me before I signed up to the program that I was supposed to go to another area. Well, that's unacceptable. And shame on you. Okay? It's everywhere. This is what's going on. If this is another excuse to play politics with people's lives who are in need for food donations because of the high rise of cost of living, well, shame on you. And I'm not afraid to speak up and go and file a complaint because that's not right. This is another thing to say, Stephen, piss off, pretty much. Okay. But I will always practice my spiritual practice with spirituality. I will always make sure that my mental health comes first, okay? So unless someone's cooked up this idea to talk a bunch of bullshit and try to silence me, that ain't gonna happen. I will always stand up for the truth in my show. Okay? I'm a spiritual man. I'll do everything the best I can to live the best lifestyle that I can be. As soon as people, and this is the emergency services too, want to start playing politics over LGA jurisdiction bullshit and bringing politics involved to save someone's life, shame on you. You should be held accountable, and I'm over it. You know that? We're here to do a job, okay? Not here to play politics in this area, that area, this is my area bullshit. Because I'm sick of it. And people need to hear the voice to stand up to this, okay? People need to know that this is not acceptable, all right? Because at the end of the day, I'm the winner. I will be the winner. And you go stand up for your rights out there. And this is what this wisdom community is all about, a spiritual community that takes no shit from bastards in the government who want to dictate to you and bully you. That is not on. And I'm over it. I am over it. I will move on with my life. But Sonic Healthcare, shame on you. I would not trust you. So I do think we will look back on COVID-19 that there was positive impacts in my life, especially negative. You heard mostly negativity on the news every day, telling me the world was going to end, my freedom was gone, the abuse of power from the Melbourne police in the lockdowns, but yet they would let Black Lives Matter go ahead. The cancelled Anzac Day. Go on and on about the stuff. Our veterans from the Army, Navy, Air Force come home treated like garbage because, you know, as soon as our veterans need compensation, it's like you're a piece of trash to our government. And yet they fought for our country, by the way. So this is what the government does. And that's disgraceful. If Robert Menzies was still alive, he would be pissed off. Because where is the Australia that we're supposed to be? So if there is a war with China and a World War III happening, it's already starting. I want you to know this. You always have your spiritual practice. Don't let the government dictate to you and try to break you down spiritually because that's what they want. They want to do that to you. Stand up for your rights because our freedom is important, okay? Your spiritual practice is important, okay? And don't let this bullshit LGA, I'm from this area, blah, 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 affect you. If you want to speak up, you file a complaint. And they'll try to intimidate you. They'll talk all the shit they want. But just know inside of your consciousness, you are going to be the winner. You are the one who's sleeping at night. Not them. Because at the end of the day, when they're out of a job, they're fucked. You will be the winner. I've been through challenges in my life, but I know I trust in my spirit and my spirit guides. I will not any trusted prime ministers or our premiers because they want to be a dictator. This is Daniel Andrews too. Melbourne is now passing neo-Nazi laws. I mean, that's a debatable topic. That's not good to be doing stuff like that. I would agree with Daniel Andrews. But for people's freedom, because they didn't want to get a jab with this stupid thing, this virus that's made in a laboratory in Wuhan, China, is not on. All those politicians out there should be held accountable and put in jail. And people who, lives were cut short should be compensated. Because I'm sick of it. I will not let a dictatorship state happen to me and my life. That is not on. We as spiritual wisdomers, we need to fight this war. We need to get out in nature, get up and meditate, practice your gratitude, and know that you are a spiritual warrior and you will be the winner listening to the show from the Stephen Shields radio show because I believe in freedom of speech. It's happened to me when I was in school. They tried to cancel me, shadow ban me, silence you. This is what the left wing media want, but it will not work with my show. And I'm fed up. I will enjoy my life. I've enjoyed going to watch the Bulldogs play. They're my team. Spiritually, I am happy to just get out in life and live life and be able to walk right now and have a podcast. Because we need the country of Australia to start to wake up now. And I'm fed up with politicians up at the top making up stupid things as they go in order to profit from you financially with your taxpayers' money. Talking to working class people who are taxed. So for me, I am always open for listeners' feedback and what they have experienced. And you are a spiritual warrior listening in. You have a higher consciousness of power. You believe in yourself. And you know that you are going to be the winner and you will be the one sleeping at night. You will be the one sleeping in the night time. Because when you have that deep sleep at night, that's where the power of the subconscious mind happens. You know that? Live that abundant lifestyle. Have an open mind. Learn from your mistakes. Okay? Sometimes in life, we've just got to let go of the bullshit out there. And learn to just let go. Just let it go and believe in yourself. And know that it's time to be happy within you. And know that you will get to the top of the mountain because we're one step closer to success and one step closer to the pathway that you want to choose as a spiritual warrior and a spiritual entity of this divine universe. That's what I can suggest to all my listeners. Just feels good to walk and have a podcast at the same time and talk about these issues in spirituality, because you do have a purpose. You do have a reason to be here, and to know that you will get to the top in what you do believe in. Keep practicing, stay consistent in your practice, don't give up on yourself, believe in yourself as well. Look for opportunities to grow spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, and don't let stupid people in the media tell you how to live your life, tell you to buy the latest and greatest item or the iPhone. You are the latest and greatest spiritual warrior listening to this show. You are the best manifester in spirituality. So I take spirituality very seriously. Spirituality is a very sacred topic to me, and it needs to be addressed properly to the world. And just know that you have potential to start the day on a positive note. We all go through challenges. We all go through the shit times. But it's how we handle ourselves during the shit times is what will make you or break you. It's a spiritual warrior. Guys, I'll leave it there. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Stephen Shields radio show. Turn on your notifications wherever you get new episodes. New episodes are available every Friday at 6 p.m. Sydney, Australia time. Bye for now.